Yay, Bo, yay, Bo. Give Prince Rivana Bay, Brother Kerry Willis, and Thunder Skies. Y'all can make more sound than that. What, all of y'all been to college? Habadigani? Umoja, unity, with the elders' permission. Yay, Bo, Asante. Aquabana, Karabuni, welcome back to Malcolm X College 17th Annual Malcolm X College Balozi Wazi Kwanzaa Celebration. Give yourselves a strong round of applause. Y'all can do better than that for yourselves. Clap it up. Let's wake that African spirit up. I found out something today. I just learned something. I learned that educated people have no spirit. Is that true? I didn't think so either. All right, real good, real good. All right, so that's right. This is the 17th year of Malcolm X College Kwanzaa celebration, not to be confused with how many years have Kwanzaa been in existence? (1966 to 2011) should be 45 years, family. How long have Kwanzaa been in existence? Real good, 45 years. And so we want to make sure that we always clarify that. Yabo? And it's not going to end here. Yabo? Yabo, real good, real good. So, boy, y'all look good. I have to say, you African people look good. It's good to see you. Yabo. It's been a year since I've seen many of you, 12 solid months since this time last year. And so it's good to have you back. Without any further ado, we're going to get this program started. As with all African activities, we like to welcome our ancestors to share this space with us, those that have gone on before us, those that who have created the space for us to occupy, the space for us to operate in an African mind, to be in our right African mind. And so we want to always welcome those ancestors. And so at this point, I would like to call forth Elder Kanban for the pouring of libations. I'll ask that you settle your spirit and focus yourself to honoring those who came before us. Ashe. Do you have a mic? Do you have a mic? Let me get this black one for you.
Habarigani. As it is tradition among African people, we always ask the Creator and our ancestors to be with us before we do anything, especially during our Kwanzaa festival. And I will ask you, brothers and sisters, to, during the ritual, to please do not enter the auditorium or walk around. Asante Sana, thank you very much. I will do the libation, part of it in Kiswahili, as taught to me by Baba Hannibal Taras Afrik, our latest ancestor and training elder. I will pour the water into the earth, into the plant, which is symbolic of the earth, from the Kokomba Chai Moja, the unity cup. And at some point or another, I will ask you to join in memory of your closest ancestors, your biological ancestors and others that you revere. And I want you to say it loud enough so that their spirit will acknowledge you. Sifa Ote Namo Umbawayusi, all praise is due to our African Creator. Sifa Ote Na Umbabawayusi, all praises are due to our African ancestors. Sifa Ote Na Wote Wayusi, all praises are due to African people. Sifa Ote Na Maisha Wayusi, all praises are due to African life. For the spiritual memory of our ancestors, who built the great civilizations of Africa, Asia, North and South America, Australia, and throughout the world, we say and pour libation. For the spiritual memory of the founder of the Shule Yawatoto and the Belozi Wazi Council of Elders, Brother Hannibal, Taris Afrik, and all of his ancestors, we say and pour libation for his spiritual memory. For the spiritual memory of all of our ancestors who resisted enslavement by the Arabs on the eastern coast of Africa and the other Europeans on the western coast of Africa, the millions who were taken from the continent and enslaved in other parts of the world. For their spiritual memory, we say and pour libation. At this time, as I point the cup in your direction, first here with the elders and other honorees, please acknowledge your ancestors. In this direction, Asante Sana, thank you very much. For the spiritual memory of all of our ancestors, those that we knew and those that we did not know, who never received a decent burial, we say and pour libation. And for the spiritual memory of El-Hajj Malik El-Shabazz, Malcolm X, for whom this great institution is named, for the spiritual memory of Malcolm X, we say and pour libation. For the spiritual memory of Martin Luther King Jr. and many of our leaders that we did not know who are responsible for still being here today, we say and pour libation. And for the spiritual memory of our youth, many who have lost their lives on the great cities, in the great cities of Chicago, New York, throughout the Americas and the world, we say and pour libation. For the spiritual memory of those who are yet unborn, we say and pour libation. Ashe, Amun is satisfied, Hotep. At this time, I bring you to complete our Kwanzaa ritual, Mzee Onyele.
I have permission from the elders to speak. Kwanzaa is a special time for Black families to come together to give thanks for the blessings received during the past year. It is a way for Black families to keep alive a tradition that comes from our mother country, Africa. It is a legacy that we can pass from generation to generation. It is a time to reassess how far we have come, where we are now, and where we as a people must go. It is a time to reflect on our African culture, connect with our ancestors, and become grounded in our history. It reestablishes pride, self-respect, and determination. Kwanzaa was created by Dr. Mailana Karinga in 1966 to provide a value system that gives identity, purpose, and direction to Black people. The first ceremony was celebrated in California by 12 people around the table, just like we have here. And today, over 13 million people, African Americans, celebrate Kwanzaa all over the world. Baba Hannibal said, it literally spread across the country like good news. Kwanzaa is a Swahili word, meaning first fruits. and is pronounced Kwanzaa with 2 syllables and not Kwanzaa with 3. Kwanzaa is a cultural idea inspired by the harvest festivals found in Africa. Dr. Karinga used symbols from various cultural groups to create a holiday that reflects the needs and experiences of Africans in America, making this the only African-American cultural holiday that we have. It is celebrated from December the 26th to January 1st for 3 reasons. First, it coincides with the harvest celebrations in Africa. Second, it capitalizes on the holiday spirit already in place. And lastly, it is economically sound to shop after Christmas. Dr. Karinga said, Kwanzaa is not a black Christmas. It's not a time for widespread, expensive gift giving, which will impose unnecessary and excessive financial burdens on black people. On the contrary, one of its main functions is to escape the economic entrapment of gift giving, which this Christmas season has come to include and demand. Kwanzaa is an earth-bound social holiday, a holiday of definite people with definite needs and a definite history and purpose. It is said that ritual and ceremony are the glue that hold a people together. The Kwanzaa ceremony is that glue that unites us in unity and in strength. Kwanzaa, like all holidays, has its symbols. The symbols serve as instructive and inspirational objects which represent and reinforce desirable principles and practices. There are 7 symbols. We also include the Bandera Ya Taifa, the flag, which is always placed on the table with the 7 symbols. The first symbol is Mkeka. Can you say Mkeka? Mkeka. Mkeka is the straw mat, and it symbolizes tradition as a foundation, as a history, as the foundation on which all else rests. The straw mat was chosen as a symbol because it is a traditional African item. According to Dr. Karinga, tradition and history are the foundation for correct knowledge and understanding of self and society in the world. History tells us that Africa is the cradle of civilization and that African people laid the foundation for civilization. History provides a framework that gives our lives roots and relevance. The Canara, the second symbol. Can you say Canara? The Canara is the candle holder, and it symbolizes our African ancestors, the original stock from which we all sprang. History tells us that we are the descendants of the original black man whose fossils were discovered in Tanzania 2 million years ago, making Africa the birthplace of mankind. The third symbol, Mishuma Saba, which is the candles. The candle symbolizes the 7 principles called the Nguzo Saba, a value system that gives identity, purpose, and direction to our lives. The black candle is placed in the middle. The 3 red candles on the left and the 3 green on the right. The colors were given to us by Marcus Garvey. Black symbolizes our people, red symbolizes our struggle, and green symbolizes fertility and youth and new ideas. Kwanzaa is celebrated 7 days from December the 26th to January 1st, and each day a candle is lit, and that principle is discussed. On the first day, we light the first candle, Umoja, and we discuss that principle. The second day, we light the candle, Kujichagulia, and we discuss self-determination. The third day, we light Ujima, and we discussed collective work and responsibility. The fourth day, we light Ujima, and we discuss cooperative economics. The fifth day, we light the candle for Nia, and we discuss the purpose, the principle for purpose. And the 7th day is Kuumba, creativity, and the 7th day is Imani, faith. And we light the candles in that order. The 4th symbol is the crops. Mazoa. Can you say Mazoa, the crops? We don't have much. We should have lots of apples and oranges and pears and whatever crops that you have harvested. The crop symbolizes the historical harvest celebrated of our ancestors and the rewards of our collective labor. The 5th symbol is Vimbunzi, the corn. Can you say Vimbunzi? Vimbunzi symbolizes the children, our future. 1 ear of corn is placed on the table for each child. If there are no children in the family, we place 1 ear of corn, symbolizing the potential of that family to nurture and to have a child. The 6th symbol is Zawadi, gifts. Say Zawadi. Gifts are used to give rewards for commitments that children have made, and we always give them books that tell them and teach them about their culture. We give them heritage symbols to remind them of their culture, and the table is set up with all of these different things. The last symbol is Kukambi Cha Umoja. Can you say Kukambi Cha Umoja? Kikomba Cha Umoja is the unity cup. And the unity cup is the first principle of Kwanzaa and is used to give praise and honor to our ancestors in the form of libation. These symbols are an important part of Kwanzaa because they teach and remind us of our history and our culture. It is said that if we stand tall today, it is because we are standing on the shoulders of our ancestors who struggled and died to bring us to where we are today. So it becomes our obligation to continue that struggle and bring our children and their children to a higher level of human life. Asante Sana. And now we will have the first candle lit by Kayla Onyali.
Umoja, unity, to strive for and maintain unity in the family, community, nation, and race.